Hey, what's up, sports bettors? So, Friday night, let's make some money sports betting. I'm going to share my screen and we'll play some bets. I got up the 5 sports books I use. Again, you need more sports books to be successful as a sports bettor. And Odds Jam, super freaking exciting. Odds on the site are now real time odds. And you can see we already have our first plus EV bet, it looks like, on the Timberwolves. Real time odds. These odds are now real time. This will soon only be on the OddsJam Platinum plan, but hey, you can still take advantage while it's hot. We got the freaking Timberwolves plus 112. Let's hit this bet. Freaking real time odds. So beautiful. Place this bet on the Timberwolves. Boom. This bet is positive EV by 4.52%. ARB, 10 cents of market width here. We're getting plus 112. Absolutely insane value. And give me 1 sec, actually. I'll log back in freaking DraftKings so I can show you this elite promo that they have. And then we will call it a day. Log back in. We'll go through some of the promos out there. We got an elite money line bet with 4.52% EV. Pretty happy about that. And let's see what we can do here. Okay. So we got $250 on the Timberwolves to start the night in my portfolio of mathematically profitable bets, all from the OddsJam plus EV page. Again, if you are an OddsJam user, you should now see real-time odds on OddsJam. No freaking stale lines. Granted, very computationally expensive. This will soon only be on the OddsJam Platinum plan, so email us, contact@oddsjam.com, contact@oddsjam.com if you want to learn about the Platinum plan. So anyways, log back into these freaking sports books over here. Oh my gosh, we got golf going on. We got the Super Bowl coming up. We got tons of stuff. Okay, let's share our screen. Maybe we'll make this a longer live stream because there's a lot of stuff to go over. We can see DraftKings. They have these flash boosts, flash big game super boosts on the Super Bowl. Joe Mixon, 10-plus rushing yards in the first quarter, boosted to plus 100, was minus 175 ahead of time. Like, we can analyze it a bit. We can use OddsJam and freaking real-time odds now on the site. You can remember, I bet the Bengals minus 175 or the Rams minus 175. Insane value. This is why you need multiple sports books, right? If you're new to sports betting, go to OddsJam, go to the YouTube videos, go to this live stream. Look at all the sports books in your state, right? If you don't have one, you got to sign up. And the reason is just like all these sports books have different numbers. If you're placing bets on Twin Spires minus 200, and you could be getting minus 185 on another book in your state, regardless of if you're into positive EV betting or whatever, you're just losing money, right? It takes 2 minutes to sign up for Caesars, right? And with the OddsJam link, you actually get a better deposit bonus than this, right? You can see on Caesars, it's bet 20, get $300 in free bets. That's what they're freaking advertising. But if you click the link on YouTube and you go through our link, you'll get a $1,500 deposit bonus, which is much better. You deposit $500, Caesars will give you $500. You deposit $1.5K, Caesars gives you $1.5K, which is obviously better. So anyways, I placed my first plus EV bet, so I got to remember to add it. Again, the sheet, live bets from the OddsJam plus EV page is just in the pinned tweet on Twitter or in the description on YouTube. So we'll go here. Now we got a bet on the Timberwolves for tonight, a sharp bet on the Timberwolves money line. Lines have been moving towards them all day long. So we bet them plus 112. We put 250 on this. The EV was 4.52%. So I just gained 5% profit margin on $250 bet, right? So my profit margin in terms of dollars is just that 5% or 4.52% times my stake of $250, right? So this is the profit margin of your bet, or the edge, right? Or the EV in a percentage. And then this is your profit margin in dollars. Again, the sheet is in the description on YouTube, or it is in the pinned tweet on Twitter if you want to follow along. We're up roughly 2K over a large span of bets, for an ROI of, what's the ROI? we can just do, this is how much we're up, and we bet 48K total. An ROI of 4%, right? And if you're like, oh, that's not that great, the return of the stock market's freaking, 8% a year. It's like, no, you're missing the point, right? You're missing the point because these bets, these good bets, these mathematically profitable bets from the OddsJam Plus EV page, right? This game starts in 20 minutes and you're getting the return above the return of the freaking stock market, right? 11.88% EV. The return of the stock market's 8% a year, right? This is treating sports betting as an investment. This bet is incredible on Jared Vanderbilt, under freaking 0.5. Where are you, Jared? Vanderbilt, right? Under 0.5 turnovers. You're just getting insane value. The sharpest sports book in the world, PIN, has it plus 127. We're getting plus 170. That is an insane bet. So we placed this promo on DraftKings. I think I did. I hit this promo just now. Again, they have so many promos. If you're curious about promos, just go to OddsJam incognito, sign up for the email list. It's a full-time freaking job keeping up to date with all the promos on these sports books, right? It's a full-time job, literally. You want to know all the good stuff? It's a full-time job. There's tons of promos. I bet a ton of these. I think this one is insane. This UFC, profit boost on the People's Parlay. The profit margin's like 30%. I think Matt ran the numbers. It's really freaking good, and you should be betting it, right? You should be betting it. So I bet it, a little bit ago, and it's really good. So 50% freaking profit boost on this 3-leg parlay. It's really good. So we bet that. What else do we have? $20 free bet when you make 3 live bets on the Super Bowl. That seems good. $5 free bet for football when you make 3 live bets of $25 on the Waste Management Open. I mean, there's just so much stuff out there, right? Like, we can go to view all promotions. We can take a look here. This odds boost, I think, is good. So I bet it. There's just a lot of stuff out there right now. And we've explained this before, but there's also like a lot of promos. UFC parlay insurance we discussed in a previous live stream. If you want to make money sports betting, I recommend going through all the previous live streams, watching them, right? We're up $2K in profit, no promos included, just from OddsJam in like 3 weeks. And we're going to continue to see that profit go higher, right? Timberwolves money line is what we have bet here. And this is all just on live stream. So there's tons of plus EV bets. You can see now it looks like I missed that player turnover one, but it is what it is. Now it's down to plus 150. I just told you to bet it plus 170, but it came, now it's down a bit. Again, the odds are freaking real time on OddsJam now. This will soon only be on the platinum plan, but for now, you still have access to it. So here we have under 242.5 sharp bet. Lines are ripping lower. That's also an insanely high point total. How can you not want to dabble in under 242.5, right? PIN, sharpest sportsbook in the world, is ripping their lines lower, and this bet is now positive EV. It is mathematically profitable, right? So we can go to this Timberwolves game here on WinBet and 242.5, and let's bet it. So we'll bet this. Then I got to log back into Caesars. Maybe I'll get a chance to bet that Vanderbilt one. Got to log back in here too. So let me stop sharing my screen for a sec, log in, and we'll hit this bet, which I'm pretty excited about. Trying to move quick. Again, great lines don't last forever. The sports betting market is just like the stock market, right? The price of a stock may be freaking, $30 1 second and then a lot higher the next second or a lot lower, right? Same with sports betting. Players get injured, sharp action comes in. These lines are always bouncing around. So now this is a good bet, right? And we bet $500 on it. This is under 242.5 in the Bulls Timberwolves game. Under 242.5 in the Bulls T-Wolves game. So we got 2 bets on this game now. What's the freaking profit margin? 4.89%. You got to remember to add it to your bet tracker. So we have a couple updates on OddsJam. Today was actually probably one of the busiest engineering weeks I freaking ever had. We have a few updates. One, the OddsJam bet tracker now auto grades, right? So you go to the bet tracker. We've explained a million times before how important it is to track your bets, right? Number one, you have to know your profit and loss. You see how many freaking bets I have open. I wouldn't know just if I wasn't tracking my bets, how much profit I was up or down, right? No sports bettor wins every time. We lost money yesterday. We will continue to have losing days, but the winning days are going to outpace the losing days because all of our bets are positive EV. All of our bets have a profit margin. That's why we're up 2K, right? Sum of expected profit, 2.6K. That's why our return on investment is 4%. So you got to track your bets. And what's really cool now is the OddsJam Bet Tracker. By the way, again, it's 100% free. The OddsJam Bet Tracker is 100% free, right? Just sign up for an account. You never have to pay us. It's fine. And what you need to know as a sports bettor is, am I beating the closing line? So any new bets tracked on OddsJam, it will automatically grade them. You can see they're pending as won or lost. Right? Your bet will either win or it will lose, unsurprisingly, right? Or it will push. It can push, right? So if you bet on under 6 goals in a hockey game, there's 6 goals, your bet can push. But we are now tracking, right, profit and loss, which is a really cool addition to OddsJam. But the most important feature is CLV tracking, right? You want to know, am I beating the closing line as a sports bettor? We bet the Rockets yesterday. Our bet lost. We placed it at plus 270, but the fair line, the true odds, closed plus 247. All you want to see on your OddsJam bet tracker is more green than red. More green than red means you are doing the right thing, right? You are beating the closing line consistently, right? Even if you're a handicapper, whatever it is, you should still be using the OddsJam Plus EV page to try to find value. We can see lines continue to rip lower. Now there's a play on DraftKings if we want to double down. First half total points under 125. Let's freaking hit it. OddsJam real-time odds, insanely powerful, right? It's going to be free for about a week, and then it's only going to be on the platinum plan. But anyways, regardless, we have a sharp bet on the Timberwolves game. We go to halves, and then we go to the Timberwolves game. Under 125, 115. God, we got a freaking big bet on this Timberwolves game. We're doubling down. Under 125, first half Timberwolves game. That's a huge total if you think about it for the first half of a game. Minus 115 odds, but this bet is so freaking positive EV, 9.78% profit margin. I just earned a 9.78% profit margin on my $500 freaking dollar bet on DraftKings, right? And if you're like, oh, you know, you could just cash out your bets, you're not actually placing your money on it. DraftKings doesn't let me cash out. I don't know why, but they don't, which is a little weird, but it is what it is. So anyways, this bet had a 9.78% profit margin. Absolutely freaking insane. Earning the return of the stock market. This game starts now, right? We're earning the return of the stock market in freaking a couple minutes, or not minutes, I guess. Sorry. This game starts in a couple of minutes. We're earning the return of the stock market in freaking, you know, whatever, like 3 hours by the time the game is over. That is the power of sports betting, is you see these returns compounding. My bet is good by $50. Freaking sharpest sportsbook in the world has this minus 155. I got minus 115. It's insane value, right? And again, so that's cool. So many bets out there. We got the soccer bet. I already bet it. I gave that play out on TikTok, OddsJam Alex. Check it out. We got freaking first quarter spreads in the mix. We got some player threes in the mix. Again, why is this so cool? If you had both of these sports books, arbitrage just means you can place bets on both sides of the market. So you're pinning the bookmakers against each other. You're betting the over on one book, the under on another book, or team A on one book, team B on the other book. And you're making risk-free money, right? And whenever there's an opportunity to place an ARB, you know that there has to be a sharp bet, a sharp, mathematically profitable bet. Let me stop sharing my screen for a sec. Freaking log back in. Sportsbook's logging me out. Caesar's logging me out every second they can. Trying to think what else. So let me share my screen again. We got freaking middles in the mix. We got tons of things in the mix. So again, let's talk about free features of OddsJam for a second. So number one, highly recommended is odds comparison. Even if you're an intro level sports bettor, I never know how far along people are on these streams, but anything you're betting, right? You should be getting the best possible odds, right? You want to bet the Rams, the Bengals minus 1.5, great. Good for you. At least bet it on FanDuel or Twin Spires where you're getting plus 175. Sometimes these differences in odds can be pretty drastic, right? And of course, it doesn't really matter if you're placing a $10 bet solely on the Super Bowl. Line shopping or getting the best number odds doesn't really matter. But if you're actually looking to make sports betting like a good side hustle for you and make money sports betting, you need to be getting the best odds, right? You can't be placing bets at minus 200 if another sports book in your location is at minus 185 for any markets, right? So whatever you want to bet on, money lines, player props, freaking player touchdowns, player total receptions, get the best odds, right? You want to bet on Cam Akers over 2.5, whatever this guy's name is, actually, I don't really know, but over 2.5, is that how you pronounce it? I'm trying to think. I've definitely heard it. But Cam Akers over 2.5 receptions, good for you, but at least get plus 140 on Caesars. It is a tab click away from DraftKings, right? It is a freaking tab click away from DraftKings. So 2 tracked bets so far. That's pretty cool. And what we're going to do now is we're going to continue to place some bets on this live stream. This bet still looks good. I hope you bet it. Under 242.5. We bet this minus 110. Now minus 115 looks good. Lines are freaking steaming lower in this game. So let me log back into Caesars very quickly. So again, go to YouTube, click all the links in the description, and sign up for more sports books, right? You need more sports books to be a successful sports bettor. More books means, you're going to be more profitable as a sports bettor. And again, like our deposit bonuses for a lot of these books are higher than what you'll see on the site. You want to bet 20 and get $300 in free bets, or you want a $1,500 deposit bonus. It's up to you. So click the links in the description, sign up for more sports books on YouTube. So we have a lot of open bets, which is really cool because we're making freaking money and we're going to keep making money. Fridays are like Mondays. Do the same thing every day. Wake up, bet on sports, and then call it a night and go to bed and then wake up in the middle of the night because I'm wired, wondering what bets I'm missing. Because the sports betting market is dynamic and these odds are always changing around. We got freaking Joe Burrow under 1.5. Pretty sure I gave this play out on TikTok. I already bet it, so I'm not going to rebet it. But there's a good sharp bet. 6.77% profit margin, right? Plus 145. So we click into this game. And again, you just have to be line shopping. You have to be hunting for value, right? Plus 145 is value odds. No sports bettor wins every time. No sports bettor wins every time. Everything is about the odds that you are getting. So get better odds, right? Use OddsJam, sit on OddsJam all day long. Your work isn't important. Making money sports betting is the coolest freaking thing in the world. So spend more time on OddsJam. All these markets you want to bet on, I don't care what you want to bet on. All I'm saying is you want to bet on Joe Burrow to throw an interception. Makes sense. I do too. Get him minus 140 on FanDuel. Get the best number. So positive EV, obviously my favorite page. Most important calculator on OddsJam, zero vig calculator. Removing the juice from a market to get the fair line, the true odds. This is the most important calculator on OddsJam. Everything on OddsJam, closing line value, beating the closing line value, arbitrage calculator, expected value calculator, industry standard formulas, right? We just built it into a product. So let's freaking go. We got positive EV right here. Industry standard. Everybody who's smart, all the sharp sports bettors know this, right? And they're all like, yo, why would you share this? And it's like, why do you think I'd share this? Because this is the freaking reason I'll share this, right? Let's go to a game and I'll show you. People ask all the time, if you made money, if you actually made money sports betting, why would you ever make OddsJam? And I'm going to show you in one freaking quick picture. I want to bet on the Grizzlies wire tomorrow. Try to bet $500. FanDuel says, nope, you've made too much money off us. We'll give you 185.20, right? The sports betting market isn't the frickin', you can bet unlimited amounts of money and earn these EV percentages, up to infinity, right? You can't bet $5 million on a bet. It's just not how it works, especially in sports betting, right? The market isn't liquid, right? At all, right? At all. Like you compare this to like freaking trading stocks, whatever, the market isn't liquid, and bookmakers can also kick you off their platform at any point. That's why, I created OddsJam. So let's continue to go down. We got lots of bets. We got Georgetown plus 5.5 tomorrow. Sharpest sportsbook in the world, only 20 cents a market with. OddsJam perfect line. We can get this minus 110. It's minus 130 on pin. Let me freaking get that. So we go here, and then we go to the Creighton game. Again, you got to move quick. The sports betting market is always moving. You can't be slow. You cannot be slow. So we placed $250 on that. Game's tomorrow at 10 a.m. Will I be up? Probably. Will I be watching this game? No. I'll be hopefully on live stream hitting some good bets for you to tail. So let's go here. You got freaking Georgetown plus 5.5. Elite school. Hopefully at basketball. I don't actually know anything about Georgetown, the basketball program, but I thought they were good at sports, but maybe they're not. So 4% profit margin on the $250 bet, $9 in profit margin. Freaking hedge fund, Alex, the mathematically profitable bets. We continue to see the sum of expected profit march higher. And, over the course of the long run, this net profit number will be pretty similar. We'll have down days. We'll have up days. It's all about the process, right? Getting great odds, generating EV. I wish I bet that plus 170 on Caesars now because it's gone, but I didn't. So that's pretty cool. And again, the bet tracker, if you're just tuning in, is now auto grading bets, right? If your bet wins or loses, your profit and loss for everything will be tracked. Obviously, CLV will be tracked as well, which is super important, right? If you are beating the closing line as a sports bettor long-term, you are going to make a lot of money sports betting. If you're not beating the closing line, you're not going to make any money sports betting. So you're going to lose a lot of money sports betting. So use it to make sure you're seeing more green than red in your bets. You can't always beat the closing line. Sometimes you place a bet, say we bet on freaking the Rams. I did bet on the Rams. Stafford, whatever, ends up in jail. He pulls a freaking Henry Ruggs on us. Then the line's, my bet's not going to have positive CLV, obviously, right? Stafford is out. But you need to see mainly green, more green than red. That's all you want to see in your bet tracker, which you can obviously see as my bet tracker, which is why the profit is stacking up, stacking higher. Again, the link to all live bets is in the description on YouTube, as well as a bunch of sportsbook sign-up links, as well as in the pinned tweet on Twitter. So let's make some money. Already bet this Joe Burrow passing completions or passing touchdowns. Should we bet it again? Why not? We'll play it smaller because I already have this bet. And let's hit it. Got the freaking game right now. We go to NFL. And then we'll go to player props, passing TDs. You got to know how to move quick. And then, I already bet this. Let's just throw another 75 on it. I'll recheck my location very briefly. And we'll continue to place more bets. So we got Joe Burrow under 1.5 passing touchdowns. This bet's at plus 145 odds. We threw $75 more on it because I have it, I believe, as a TikTok play. And I bet it. So that's pretty cool. 7% profit margin on a $75 stake, $5 in EV. I continue to diversify my portfolio of mathematically profitable bets. I have freaking 80 bets open for the Super Bowl at this point between sports books. You include promos, we're probably at 300. Just kidding, not actually at 300, but I'm definitely feel like I'm over 100. So I got to get to 250 by Sunday. That's always the goal. Place more bets that are positive EV or promos that are positive EV. Like FanDuel has this risk-free Super Bowl same-game parlay. You place a 3-leg same-game parlay on the Super Bowl, you lose, you get your money back. So you literally cannot lose money. So if we go here, and then if I go to Higgins, you can see here's my bet. You lose, you get your money back. Have some fun with it. You literally cannot lose money. You place your bet, it loses, you get your money back, right? So 3+ legs, same game parlay, that's what I went with. Hopefully it hits. Hopefully you tail because I got a good feeling about it. So anyways, we can see we got some Georgetown bet. We got some freaking player props in the mix. I already bet this. This is still available. Insane. 29 cents a market with sharpest sportsbook in the world is this plus 102. You can get plus 128. Again, the bet tracker is now auto grading bets. Odds on OddsJam are real time. Of course, it may be a little janky at first, but you should notice. Let's go to the Bulls game. Nope. You see a little line discrepancy for tomorrow basketball. We can go to the Bulls game. We can take a look. Who is wrong? Definitely WinBet, right? Most sportsbooks have the total at 220 and we can get 218. Value in the odds, right? We are crunching freaking numbers as OddsJam looks over the millions of seemingly odds on these US sportsbooks. Look at all these markets they have. Oh my gosh, OddsJam is constantly scrolling them for you looking for value, but actual value, mathematical value. So I'm going to hit this Bulls over tomorrow and then freaking Thunder suck, and place that. That's a tracked bet. So that's pretty cool. I love Fridays. Remind me of Mondays because I can just bet on sports all day long. I love it. So I'm going to share my screen. And then I'm not, you can kind of like back out the EV from an average no vig or something like that. You can email us, contact@oddsjam.com if you have any questions about the live stream. If you want us to do anything in particular on the live stream, talk about anything, right? Let us know. Again, the whole premise of OddsJam is that odds matter. Price matters, right? If you think about buying a mattress, hopefully you consider the price you're getting. Why, when you're sports betting, do you not consider about, the price you're getting? It's all about the price that you are getting. So we have over 218, Bulls Thunder. This game's tomorrow. So we have over 218, Bulls Thunder. Minus 110 odds. We threw 250 on it. Let's make some money. And again, the profit margin is kind of hard to calculate because PIN hasn't posted, but I don't even care, right? All I'm doing is looking at the betting market, and I'm like, literally every sports book has this 220 or 220.5. We can pick up an extra 2.5 points in the early NBA lines. So I bet it. So that's pretty cool. Whew, we got lines freaking ripping towards the Jazz. Let me get some Jazz, minus 12.5. Are you freaking kidding me? That sounds fantastic. Minus 140 on DraftKings. Let me get it. The Magic suck, and it's locked now. So I'm not going to be able to bet it. But it is what it is. We'll hit the plus EV page. Again, look for value. We're not going to be able to get in on them all. But odds on OddsJam now should be real time. It's pretty cool. So again, OddsJam, free features, line shopping. You should be using OddsJam to ensure you are getting the best possible odds. If you want to take sports betting seriously, any good sports bettor, anybody mathematical will tell you you have to start out with just line shopping, right? You need to get the best number. Anyone who bet the Rams minus 198 on FanDuel within the past few, since we started this live stream is square. They will lose money on their FanDuel account because they're not getting the best possible odds. They may win this bet, but over the course of the long run, they're going to lose money. And the reason is because they're not generating positive CLV on the majority of their bets, right? Second free thing on OddsJam, which all of you should be taking advantage of, is the blog. You want to learn about this. Why do we always talk about, why do we, whatever, like tweet out whatever you want to say about these parlay insurance promos? Because it's profitable. Here, I run a freaking Python program. I show you everything. It's profitable. Learn about it, right? This UFC parlay insurance, I bet it. I'm pretty sure I showed it in the earlier live stream. It's really good. So I bet it. You want to learn about the math? Go here. You want to see people's picks, sharp picks, mathematical profit margin? Go here. We're up a lot of money on every freaking platform we're tracking bets on, even on the live stream, right? Up freaking 2K. Not bad for a few weeks. Granted, we had a terrible day yesterday, but I'm hoping we rebound. I love that. I love the idea of that. So we can continue to go through, see if anything else interesting pops up. Sports betting market's dynamic. Odds are always changing. So the blog, Getting Started Guide, Odds Comparison, I spend so much time comparing odds, right? When I want to make my UFC parlay for UFC parlay insurance, all I do is I go to OddsJam and I look for good lines on FanDuel, right? Mathematical sports betting. It's the only way to make money sports betting. This isn't a system. This isn't some magic formulas. This is industry standard stuff that you can find all over the internet. Line shopping is important. The odds are important. If you gave me this Jacob Malkoun guy plus 120, I would freaking hammer it. I would mortgage my house to hammer it. If you gave me AJ Dobson plus 120, I would do the same thing, right? You're just looking at the betting market to inform your betting decisions, right? This would be a great leg to include, right, in your UFC parlay insurance, which is a great promo on FanDuel because FanDuel's giving you the best odds. It's that simple. 4 sportsbooks are giving you worse odds, so they think this guy should be more favored than FanDuel thinks he is, right? FanDuel is giving you the best odds on this guy, and all these other sportsbooks are giving you worse odds, which means this is a great price to include in your UFC parlay insurance, right? So I use the odds comparison all the time, right? You want to bet on this fight to, go over 2.5 rounds, place your bet on DraftKings, right? Second free feature on OddsJam, low holds. What are the best free bets? You go to filter by sportsbook, you type in DraftKings, you let it load. Get a huge site upgrade today. The site may be a little janky for the next bit. This shows you the best free bets, right? You want to convert an $100 free bet into 80-46 in cash, risk-free. This is what you should use. Magic plus 700 is a great free bet, and you can hedge on FanDuel with Jazz minus 770 to convert your free bet into cash at a rate of 80.46%. If you have deposit bonuses, you should sort by hold percentage, right? You got a freaking plus EV play on the Hawks plus 3.5. Who likes it, right? So that's that. Then we have the betting tools, arbitrage, risk-free profit sports betting. If you're down to hustle and you know how to navigate the books quickly, you know how to get to freaking all the lines, you know how to get to NBA, player props real quick, maybe you can scrape some risk-free money arbitrage betting. It is a lot less profitable than positive EV betting. You want to learn about it? Go to the blog, type in arbitrage, learn about it, right? So low holds page, free. Calculators page, free. Most important page on frickin' OddsJam is the no vig odds calculator. Back out the true odds of a bet. If a sports book is giving you minus 110 on the Nets, minus 110 on the Bucks, the fair price for both teams, the true odds, is plus 100. So if you're getting plus 105, rush to bet it on a different sports book, right? Put in Pins Markets, Pinnacles Markets, the sharpest sports book in the world, put in their markets, right? Then we have the Bet Tracker, which is free. Track your CLV. Make sure you are beating the closing line consistently. You're not going to be able to do it every time, but you'll be able to do it a lot, hopefully. Magic plus 14 seems a little good. Should we hit it? Let's hit it. Freaking OddsJam real-time odds already getting me up-to-date lines. Let's go, Magic. Please don't suck. You guys are so bad at sports, but this bet has a 10.11% profit margin, so I have to bet it. Just following the math. Following the math. Follow the math, right? So we have this bet. I'm just going to put NA here, or I'm just going to put blank here because this is, we didn't have a market from pin. This was more just a prop bet, trusting FanDuel and Twin Spires to be sharper than Unibet. And minus 110 odds. 10.11% EV. So the profit margin of our bet is, the edge or the EV percentage or the profit margin in percent times our stake. Lines are freaking ripping, it seems like, towards the Magic. Yeah, they are. Oh, my God. Minus 110 is an absolutely incredible price. Hopefully you're able to bet it. So log back into Twin Spires. They had a good promo I wanted to show. Oh, my God. You can see, like, that Magic plus 14, it wasn't around when we first checked, right? This is something you really have to be on OddsJam, checking OddsJam consistently to make sure you are getting the best possible odds, right? Because you're not, right? The sports betting market is very dynamic. Odds are constantly moving. So you really have to be on the product to make sure you're getting the best possible prices. I mean, look, right? Like, this is freaking insane. We could place a bet on DraftKings and on TwinSpires and earn a risk-free profit of 2.78%. If that's not attractive to you, if that doesn't make it worth your time, then I'm flabbergasted. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. But you can make risk-free money. So we know one of these bets has to be good, right? Either DraftKings or TwinSpires. These are equal and opposite outcomes. I also have to bet this first half over. So let's go here. Then we have first half. Where are you, baby? Minus 105, Jazz Magic. Let's go here. Let's go to halves. Let's go to Jazz Magic. It's the 50 on it. Boom. And then we hit that bet. Over 108, 5.93% EV. Over 108, Jazz Magic. Hopefully the Jazz score some points because the Magic suck. But hopefully the Magic can keep pace tonight. 250, minus 110. Over 108, first half, Jazz Magic. Right? Sharpest sportsbook in the world has this minus 127 pin. We're getting 6% profit margin on our stake. 1483 in EV. Let's freaking go. That's how you make money. Whew. Man, this bet is elite. Hopefully you place this bet. It is absolutely elite. So I'd sit here all day, but I think I'll call it a day now, and then I'll go place bets. Maybe I'll go live later tonight. I plan on betting a lot. We got freaking MMA fight. Minus 108 seems like a little bit of value. Maybe you want to dabble in that. If you're a hustler and you're a player, you're going to look at these lines 24/7 looking for value because the sports betting market's always changing. Looks like some games just started. Man, absolutely insane. You can still get Magic plus 14. Freaking power of real-time odds with OddsJam. Let's make money. Real-time odds on the OddsJam Platinum plan. Well, it's on every plan for now, but soon, about to be, they're going to be delayed. It's just going to be on too expensive computationally. It will just be on the Platinum plan. So let's make some money. Hit some bets. And again, the bet tracker, the OddsJam bet tracker is now auto-grading bets. It's now auto-grading bets. It's grading bets for you, win or loss, so you can track your profit and loss and know, did I make money sports betting this past month? Did I lose money? It's important, right? You want to know if you're making or losing money. You also need to be beating the closing line consistently. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, pretty tired. It was a long week. We had the site upgrade. Second half team total. Bengals over 10.5. I gave this play out on TikTok. Freaking bet it plus 100. That's how you make money. That's how you make money. You bet this plus 100. Freaking gave it out on TikTok. Positive EV bets everywhere. Let's make some money. Whew. Overwhelmed with bets. We got freaking ARBs, make risk-free money, sports betting. We got positive EV, which is much, much more profitable than arbitrage betting. So hopefully you're on the plus EV page right now hitting bets alongside me. What else we got? First half point spread, sharpest sportsbook in the world. Pinnacle has this minus 133. Maybe we like minus 112. I mean, it's up to you. Anyways, I'm pretty tired. I'm going to call it a day.